Hello, this is Chris, and I am back with a brand new reaction video. Today, I'm going to be giving my reaction to Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, or Jumanji 2, official trailer 1. This is one that I don't know whether dreading's the correct word. I really don't know what to make of this thing. If I'm going to give some history on this thing, Jumanji was one of my favourite films growing up. Being a 90s kid, I was born 93. The original Jumanji film, 95, with Robin Williams, was always one that I went back to as a kid. It had that element of danger to it, adventure, comedy, and Robin Williams at the time, during the 90s, I mean all the way through his career, was just an absolute powerhouse of an actor, comedian. And if I'm looking at films from the 90s with Robin Williams, my top three were always Aladdin as the voice of the genie, Mrs. Doubtfire, and a close third would probably be Jumanji. Even on the school playground, me and my friends would play Jumanji. We'd make up our own adventures, we'd make up our own dangers and what's coming out of the board game. We'd play it on the playground in really little school, like our first couple of years at school. So we were wrapped up in Jumanji completely. I never saw Zathura. I know that wasn't tied into Jumanji at all, but I know it was kind of a spiritual successor to Jumanji. When I heard that Jumanji was getting a remake, first and foremost, I was completely against the idea. I was like, really? As if Hollywood wasn't desperate enough. They've completely out of original ideas. We're now going back to Jumanji, of all things. Why go back to that? And the whole Robin Williams thing too, I was like, you can't top Robin Williams. Maybe it's a little bit insensitive to remake it because he was so good in that film. And I'm just so tired of the whole soft reboot thing where they say it's technically a sequel, but it's also more or less a remake of the original. And that's what I'm hoping that this film avoids. Now, the cast has come out. We've got Dwayne Johnson, we've got Karen Gillan, we've got Jack Black, and we've got Kevin Hart. Now, I love Jack Black. Kevin Hart, I really haven't seen enough of his movies to really comment on him. Dwayne Johnson is fine for when you put him in a movie. He's a big box office draw now. He can be funny, although I think that Hollywood need to dial back a little bit of how many things they're putting him in. I know if George watches this on the channel, he's going to be completely against that because he loves The Rock. He's got his own series on the channel, Rock where he's reviewing all of The Rock's films, so I'm sure give it a couple of years he'll eventually get to this one. I know I'm rambling at this point, but I guess ultimately what I'm trying to say is I really hope this doesn't go the route of Ghostbusters 2016, and I hope that it's good. I really do. But with all that being said, we're going to watch the trailer together now. I'm going to talk more about it afterwards. I am looking at the dislike bar though on the video, and it looks like a lot of people are fairly against this trailer, but we'll see. So I'm going to click play now.
This is a fun group. Welcome to detention. Spencer, Bethany, Fridge, Martha. You're all here for a reason.
Hey, person walking!
You should be thinking about who you are and who you want to be. You'll have plenty of time to figure that out while you're cleaning out the basement.
Are you gonna help, or are you too pretty?
I'm too pretty.
Yo, what's this?
A game for those who seek to find a way to leave their world behind. Jumanji.
Oh, it's a video game now, okay.
Which one do I pick?
I don't think it matters that much.
Moose Finbar. Sounds like a badass.
I'll be the curvy genius.
Dr. Smolder Bravestone.
Guess I'm Ruby Roundhouse.
So if this is a sequel, why would they make a video game out of it, unless this is a completely separate thing? Because I've heard that Alan Parrish is going to be in there somewhere. The eyebrow raise.
Where's the rest of me?
I was going to say, if they don't play Welcome to the Jungle, they are missing a trick with this.
Who is she?
Martha?
Why am I wearing half a shirt and short shorts in the jungle?
I think we got sucked into Jumanji.
I like how they've referenced that.
So that means Bethany?
Oh, wait, Bethany? Don't look at it!
I'm an overweight middle-aged man. Oh, I don't have my Claritin, and all I see around here is pollen.
Well, I don't have the top 2 feet of my body!
Damn, that is a man right there. Don't cry, don't cry. Don't cry, it's gonna be okay. This is a video game, which means we all have special skills.
Well, it's Mad Max Fury Road now, apparently.
That was so intense. I can't even with this place.
Jack Black's going to be my favourite in this, I can already tell. was definitely a lot more actioned up compared to the first one.
In a coma. What? That old game machine must have electrocuted us. Now we're. Oh my God!
Dead, instantly dead.
I'm not gonna get in there. You get in there. I got a backpack. Oh, you don't get in water with a backpack. Everybody knows that.
Oh god, what do I think about this? I like the personalities of the different actors in the trailer. Some of the jokes are hitting, some of them are not, and it's confusing me. Right, okay, this looks like a complete far cry from the first one, first and foremost. Nothing will top that first one. The kind of charm, the whimsy, and the danger to that first one was kind of the perfect blend. I mean, Joe Johnston directed it. He's directed things like The Rocketeer, for example, Captain America, The First Avenger. I think he was involved with Honey, I Shrunk the Kids as well, so his tone for his films is pretty consistent. And I think that worked for the original Jumanji. The director of this new one, I'm just checking now, Jake Kasdan. I've checked his credits. I know he's directed things such as Sex Tape and Bad Teacher. I haven't seen either of those films. But I don't know how I feel about this. I think that had this been a completely original thing, you would have still compared it to Jumanji, obviously, but I think that because it's got the Jumanji name attached to it, that's what I'm having a problem with, because it looks completely out of tone to the first one. If this is completely its own thing, that's fine, and I'm expecting it is, because as we know, Jumanji was a board game in the original. But I like it being a board game because it was really mysterious and kind of creepy, and you wonder who invented this board game and how it came to be. And it was like this totem that went through the ages. I mean, the ending of the first Jumanji film, spoiler alert, from 95, but it gets washed up in the desert somewhere in the Middle East, I think. And then, you know, two kids look like they're going to find it, and it's this thing that's just ongoing. It's like the Necronomicon from Evil Dead. Like, it's always passed through the ages and you can't seem to get rid of it. I liked it being a board game. Being a video game, it definitely gives it that glossy CGI digital sheen, which this film absolutely has. But I don't know how I feel about it. I think I'm going to need another trailer. I'm not completely against this thing as I was, for example, with my Ghostbusters reaction. When I saw that that was getting made and I saw the finished result, I was absolutely mortified. I don't have that feeling towards this, and I think that's because I like Dwayne Johnson for the most part. I like Jack Black, and he looks like he's going to be the standout. Kevin Hart, I'm really tired of them making short jokes every time he's in something, so that might get old. And Karen Gillan as well, she's a fantastic actress, and I like that they've referenced the whole male gaze thing with her, with the crop top and the short shorts. When the pictures were released of her in that, people went crazy. I'm sure the male population went crazy for a different reason to the female population, but I agree that it's kind of just there. She's there for the male gaze, she's there for eye candy, but I think there's going to be more to her character, and the fact that she references it in this trailer makes me slightly more at ease with it. I guess that's the best way I could describe my thoughts on that. They did play Welcome to the Jungle, obviously. I thought they would at some point, and they probably will in the final movie as well. The action looks like it's very bombastic. It looks like it's very CGI filled, which again, the original was in many respects. I might actually have to go back and watch that first Jumanji film, because in my head, the CGI probably wouldn't hold up very well now, because that was really early 90s CGI. Torn on this one. That's all I'm going to end it, because I'm rambling at this point. I'm repeating myself, but that'll do it for my reaction to Jumanji 2 Welcome to the Jungle, official trailer 1. Be sure to comment, subscribe, let me know what you thought of this trailer. Are you looking forward to this film? Has it got your interest, or are you completely against it? Do you like the original? Anything related to Jumanji? Please do drop me a comment. This weekend we'll be going live for a review on Edgar Wright's new movie Baby Driver. Also next week, in anticipation for Spider-Man Homecoming, me and George will be jumping on reviews for all 3 of Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy. That's going to be a lot of fun. We've already recorded the first one. We need to record Spider-Man 2 and 3, so expect those out next week. There'll be more trailer reactions from me. We've got a new Cinema Savvy news show every Thursday night. We live stream the week in movie news. George and Tate have their own shows as well, so please hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share, all that good stuff. And until the next video, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.